Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dede Yani from class Akuntansi 2020A. I will present a little about introduction to behavioral accounting. Behavioral accounting is a field of study that integrates accounting concept with human behavioral sciences. The field has development in response to the need to understand how individual, group, and organization interact with accounting information in decision-making process. Over time, behavioral accounting has become an integral part of accounting research, covering various aspects such as managerial control, information processing, accounting information system design, and auditing. As a continuously evolving field, behavioral accounting is based on complex and rich research. Various models and theories have been developed to explain how individuals respond to accounting information, how decisions are made within organization, and how accounting systems can influence human behavior. One of the main approaches is the study it to observe how psychological and social factors affect the interpretation and use of accounting information in decision making. The development behavior accounting can be traced back to early research focus and participant in budgeting, characteristic of accounting information system, and the role of audit in influence manager and employee behavior. Over time, this file has deepened the understanding of how human behavior impact the effectiveness of accounting system in organization. As time progresses, approach in behavior accounting also evolved. Internationally, research is the file was mostly normative, focused on how accounting systems should be designed for optimal performance. However, as the file development and more described approach emerged, aiming to understand the actual behavior on individual and organization in response to accounting information. From a universal approach that applies broadly, behavior accounting has shifted toward a contingency approach, which is more specific and consider different environmental contexts. In behavior accounting study, several key theories are used to explain observed phenomena. One of them is prospect theory and framing hypothesis, which explain how individuals tend to evaluate decisions based on how information is present. In many cases, individuals do not always act rationally when making decisions. Instead, they are influenced by how information is framed and how risk and reward and definite in a given situation. Overall, behavioral accounting provides valuable insight for both business and academic fields. By understanding how human interacts with accounting system, organization can design more effective system and improve decision making. This study is not only relevant for accountant and auditor but also for manager, investor, and policymaker who rely on accounting information to guide their strategy and opportunity.